say that. Let me go straight to the point. Now about Lasmid. Did I nurture his music career? No. Have I ever paid for his studio section to go and record song? No. Do I pay for his monthly bill, what he will eat, where, all his utilities? Have I ever even bothered to pay some for him? No. Do I have the right to determine how much he should take when he goes to play a show? No. Fact, no. So now, what is my problem?
All right, so you made some, basic points, questions that people would definitely want to ask you, and then you ask yourself that. All right, people, welcome to the channel. Calling Sam Wagana. We are broadcasting right from the heart of Accra. Yes, broadcasting around Wager. And then today we are here to speak to one of our brothers. In the game, we've been together for a very long time. Yeah, over this week, we hear some rants be where they go on the social media with Lasmid, and some 15K issues and all that. But sometimes it is good that you get to the parties involved and you talk to them, you find out what the real issues are. People might be hearing stories from other places and they might represent it in a different way. Sometimes the professional way or the best thing to do is to find out people or the parties that are involved in these issues. Then you speak to them and find out what really the issues are. If you don't know the person that we are talking about, this is the guy they call Lasmid.
This what you move. Look,
I'm sure you've
fresh and cutie people got your eyes on me.
Yes, this is a song which is making waves in the airwaves and all that. A lot of people are jamming to it, but there was a conversation about him going to Takrady to perform for Miss Western Region, and I think negotiations didn't go so well, so there was some misunderstanding between the brother and himself or the management. So I have Goshes here. Goshes is one of the biggest influencers in the Western region. Yes, I've known him from ages and he's done a whole lot of great stuff for Takrady, to be precise. He has represented them in so many ways. People are now getting to see his works, but I've known him from way back from 2015, 2014. Great guy. Goshes, how are you doing?
Are they okay?
Yeah, man. So earlier this week, I've been hearing a lot of rants about Lasmid, and once they mention that name, your name comes in there that you are actually disrespecting his brand because he quoted a figure of 15,000 for a show, and then you feel like he doesn't deserve, from reportage in the airwaves and on social media. You see, when you know somebody and you realize people are insulting him, lambasting him for certain reasons, sometimes you feel somehow, because I know personally that you are somebody that have the interest of anything Western region. When it comes to Central region, anything Central region, I think I go all out for it, but when it comes to Central, you do it than any other person. So when I had the conversation, I said, no, I need to reach out to you and find out what the real issue is. Or what they go on, what really happened, how did the whole story start, who misquoted you, what really happened, Goshes?
Hey. So first of all, I think you use this that I'm just, I don't know, you something like that, like a disrespect to his brand, or use a phrase like that. But
yeah,
I just want to be clear on that.
I was quoting what was reported in the news, not that I am, saying that that is what you did. For the benefit of those
that is actually what is in the news.
Yes.
I see.
So
So
okay, here in Takrade, there is an this event house, X1 Entertainment, the organizer of Miss Western, and then the pageantry has been on for a while, and come Saturday is going to be the grand finale. So X1 is looking out for artists to perform in the at the grand finale. So
yeah,
I think that's the phrase he used is that an artist to pass through. You see,
okay,
he's looking for an artist to pass through. So if I understand the pass through, what it means is that those individuals are just coming to, I don't know, maybe perform a song or two, or like just to be there for a very short time, just to grace the occasion. That is how I
okay,
understand it. So I was like, so why don't you bring in Lasmid, an indigent of this town? Like he's a son of the so, and now he's out there. So why don't you to him and then bring him for the grand finale? And then he was like, I've talking to him already, and then he said he's going for 15K, 15,000 cedis. But just when I heard that, I was like, hey, 15K, hey, Lasmid. Chale, yawo. I say 15K. So basically, what I was just expressing. Of course, I don't know how much these musicians charge for shows that they perform. I absolutely have no idea, and I had that confidence to say that because, first of all, Lasmid is from the city, an indigene of Takrade, just as I'm saying, and over here there is a popular phrase that we use. I mean, a popular thing that we say to each other over here, like, let's keep supporting our own, let's keep supporting ourselves. Takrade is big, and people need people's support to keep doing what they are doing and all. If things are happening, let us all come together to support ourselves. And when you mention of Takrade, and you're talking of people who really have really made a name in the entertainment industry, we can talk of Kinata, of course. And Kinata is a person who has and is still contributing so much to
yeah, I'm listening.
everything to it, and at almost no cost. I mean, it's a free gate for people to come and enjoy. So basically, that's what he's doing. So people are actually working to just to give back to the community. So when I heard that, I was thinking is an indigene of the soil, so he may probably um, um, something like I was just trying to say
Sorry, it looks like your line was breaking a little bit.
my please.
All right, so you were
Sorry,
speaking to Gospel,
somebody
so
was
we'll have
calling
you
the phone.
shortly back on the line. Looks like there
So
was a little bit of interruptions there, but we're definitely going to have him back.
yeah, I'm
Yes,
here.
brother, you're welcome.
Yeah. So what I'm trying to say is that maybe he could be a bit considerate, because here in Takrady there's a phrase that we say, support your own, support your own. And Miss Western, of course, it has run for 5 years, but it's still an event that is still in its infancy. It is a very basic event, and that
Okay.
show actually has no sponsors. So when he mentioned the 15K, I was like, hey, Charlie. So in my head, in my trying to say is that, oh, Charlie, yeah, 15K, be more. So just the way I received the information is what I put it online. Do you get it? I had no burden in my last mate could worth more than 15K. I don't know, like I'm saying, I don't know how much they charge, but in my mind it's like, Charlie, he's somebody that we've envisioned for him to show up at the grand finale, and then this happens,
Yeah.
and I'm trying to express a concern that, hey, Charlie, yeah, I say last me 15K per hand. I took the same information online. so surprised that it is the people of Sakradi themselves who actually took that information and broke it down into pieces and started misinterpreting it. What I say and how you hear it could be two different things altogether. I personally wish somebody actually tried to inquire why I made that statement. Then I can go ahead and then maybe explain it or
All
something
right.
like that. But it never. And then people picked the information and started breaking it down and making this whole thing bazaar like that.
All right. I would like to ask a couple of questions, but before I do, I would like to play this video for people to see some reactions you've also made about this particular issue.
How's it going? Let me not even say that. Let me go straight to the point. Now about Lasmid. Did I nurture his music career? No. Have I ever paid for his studio section to go and record song? No. Do I pay for his monthly bill, what he will eat, wear, all his utilities? Have I ever even bothered to pay some for him? No. Do I have the right to determine how much he should take when he goes to play a show? No. Fuck, no. So now, what is my problem?
All right, so you made some, basic points, questions that people would definitely want to ask you, and then you ask yourself that question, and then, excuse me, you ask yourself that question. I think it made sense a lot. But I would like to inquire a few things about this whole thing so that somebody watching or somebody that has heard the news and on Tarsian would understand certain things. One, what is your relationship between the organizers of the Miss Western? Is it Miss Western or Miss Western Beauty
Yeah,
Pageant?
Miss Western Ghana.
Okay, Miss Western Ghana. What is your connection with them? Are you the owner
I
of
think
the event, or you are just somebody who supports what they are doing?
S1 is an event organizer here, and we've been friends for a very long time. In fact, I've
Okay.
actually been so active in supporting what he's been up to since he started. Although I've not been at the front line, but
Yeah.
behind the scenes, we've been me and a couple of friends over here. We've been very active behind the scene, supporting the entertainment work here. And then he is in the event organizing side, and I'm into video content creation. So we are like that here in the city.
Well, so I would like to get deeper into it, make it very open so that somebody watching. So if I may understand you well, the event organizer is a very good friend of yours who actually is coming to have the grand finale and spoke to you about their negotiations with Lasmid, right? Or you have already contacted Lasmid, or they did the link up. I would like to know about that. Okay, so meaning that
They did
personally
the
you haven't even had any encounter with Lasmid based on the events that is coming to come up.
not at all.
Okay.
Not
So
at
it
all.
was based on the information given to you by your friend. That's triggered
Yeah,
the
sure.
reaction
Sure.
of you saying that 15,000 Ghana cedis. Wow. What was the exact thing that you posted online that's really triggered this conversation? If you could remember it vividly, how you phrased
Why
it, how it...
let me quickly check over here, because like I'm saying, it isn't something that was meant to cause this kind of that we have online. So I don't even remember. Like what I said was, I'm trying to get it over here because I don't even have it off head. What
Okay.
I said, okay, I think I'm going to scroll down because I've made a lot of posts. So
Yeah.
I think let me try to
I
recall it.
think when you even see it and you give me a screenshot, I can put it in the live feed, the broadcast for people to also have an idea about what exactly you posted. So in case if you just joined the conversation, we are speaking about Lasmid. He's one of the hottest guy in the country now. His song Friday Night is popping everywhere, bashing everywhere. And there was a little bit of misunderstanding which has been blown up, which I feel it's not really necessary or healthy for the Western region, because we all need each other to build that industry. So anybody, playing his role or doing a bit to push the industry should be respected for what he says, or should be respected for what he does. So I'm just waiting for the screenshot, or I'm just waiting for the exact comments that Goshes made, that a lot of Western region people are coming at him, so that we get to the bottom of this issue. Well, whilst we are waiting for him, we might go and get some of the things he said when he was also...
The way down to look for the post, right?
All right. Have you found the video?
Yeah, I found the post.
Okay, post. So, did you send a screenshot or something?
No, I'm sending it to you all.
Come again.
I'm trying to read what I wrote to you.
Okay, but I mean, if you can send a screenshot, I mean, people would appreciate it more and understand and see what exactly you wrote, so that it doesn't look like maybe you're telling them a different thing.
So I send a screenshot to you. Should I send it to you?
Yeah. You can send a screenshot via WhatsApp right now. We can just add it whilst you read it, so that after reading I can put it on there so that people can understand you well.
So what I wrote, Herh Lasmid, you say go collect 15,000 cedis. You say you go collect 15,000 cedis before you will come pass through Miss Western Ghana grand finale. Blood, I know ya wo. Well, we no ball. We all did the system inside. Third, you no ball. Bye.
Your feed went off a little bit, so if you can go over it again.
Should I go over it?
Yeah, your feed went off a little bit. It was like there was some kind of short break in there.
So what I said is, Herh Lasmid, you say you go collect 15,000 cedis before you go pass through Miss Western Ghana grand finale. Blood, I know ya wo. Well, we no ball. We all did the system inside. Third, you no ball. Bye. That was it.
Okay. Well, with my opinion, or with my own, from my point of view, well, this has so many ways. Sometimes, based on the relationship you might have with somebody, it could trigger how you might put an information across. For example, the relationship that I have with you, if I ask you to come and do something for me and then you mention, okay, I'm going to take you like $15,000, I might react some way. Hey, goshes, $15,000, they can't take me for directing a video, for shooting a video with me. Yes.
Something like that.
Yes. That's, well, based on the relationship I have with you, well, it would be understandable. It would be, cool. But I feel that people are misunderstanding you because, well, with how the message was represented from their point of view, there is something we call the 69 point of view. The person standing at the other side sees what you see at 69 as 96. I don't know if you get what I'm painting.
Yeah, sure.
The person standing at the opposite side see your 69 as 96, when you also see his 96 as 69. So now, you are right from your point of view. I might be right from my point of view. But it doesn't mean that I am wrong. Either doesn't mean that you are wrong. First of all, how deep is the relationship between the organizer and Lasmid? That is a question a lot of people would want to know. A lot of people want to ask. If the person has contributed so much or has supported him in a way, well, I think then the person has, in a way, has a right to make such a statement. You understand? Well, somebody can say that an artist deserves even more than 15,000, looking at some of the things that goes into their craft and all that. But sometimes there are certain people that they have helped or you've helped build their career. You don't need to even have to start a money negotiations with them. I remember there was this little girl that you used for your skits back in the days, Fair Girl. For example, if you want to shoot a skit today and you call the lady or that little girl who you used to promote, support, and project back in the days, and the girl should come out with such figure which doesn't really sound well or land well in your ears, you have every right to make that kind of statement. You understand? So now the whole deal is that people would want to know the relationship between the organizer of Miss Western Ghana and Lasmid. Has he contributed anything into his craft, or probably because we are all in Western region? If it is the fact that we are all in Western region, I might disagree with you a little bit, because you and I know that solely, our people from Western and Central are not that supportive. The fans and the people in Western and Central, I will repeat and repeat it again, till you have made it to certain point or certain level, they will not engage you. They will not support you. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying.
Yeah, I do.
So then, I wish you should have inquired a little bit about the relationship between the organizer and the artist.
Paco,
Yeah.
I think talking about the relationship between X1 and Lasmid, that part is not even my problem. That part I
Yeah.
don't even care about that. I don't even care about that. What, like earlier on, what made me so confident to make that statement
Okay.
is that I am coming from a background. We are dealing with a group of people
Yeah.
who have a common slogan: support each other. That's it. That's the background I'm coming from.
Okay.
And me as a person, there are so many things I have done for people in this town that has gone for free, like 100%
I'm a witness to that. I mean, I know a lot of these things.
free. We preach of a phrase that states that let's support each other. Let's support each other. And people are trying to come up with things and they don't have money to pay you, and they call you and you show up and you do it for them. Unless, of course, the statement that most people make over here, they themselves are not sincere to that. They preach virtue and then practice vice. If it is so, then that's fine. But me,
That is exactly what I was trying to tell you, that the people that you spoke on their behalf, or I don't know how to put it, Western, I wouldn't miss my words. Western and Central, to be precise, because I've had experience with them. They do not support talents and icons from their region till you've been able to blow up, get to certain level that everybody knows you. That is when they try to connect their association. There was a time, Western region, they were all over fighting about Dope Nation. Dope Nation is from Takrady. Dope Nation. They only schooled there. Originally, they are from Central region. Afringo, South Pond. Afringo Junction, South Pond. Go and check their Wikipedia. That is where they come from. Their father is a chief from Southbourne. But tell me, these people will only support you. This our Western and Central region people, excuse me to say, would only want to claim you are one of theirs, or would want to claim association, or would want to make noise about you until you are almost there. And for that reason, people might be bitter. People might be bitter. There are a lot of artists, you yourself, I believe that sometimes you might, had it not been the love and passion you have for what you do, there were certain things that if you were called to do for Western region, you should cut any figures that you want. Because looking at your efforts and your contribution, they haven't supported you enough. How many people do you have on your pages? You started doing skits way back before these Nigerians even came into the system. How well has this Western region people living there supported your craft? I mean, check the numbers. If they had supported you way back from 2014, 2015, when you were doing this great thing, let's compare the contents of your skits when you were doing skits to that of Nigerians now. It doesn't meet in any way. You are up there because there are moral lessons. There is a lot of wisdom in what you were doing. But we have almost about, Takrady is over 1 million people. Takrady has over 1 million people. Western region has over 1 million people. Takwa has a lot of people. But how many of them were supporting? It took me from Central region in Accra who felt that, oh, you are speaking my language, you are a fancy guy. I hit you up, oh bro, your content is good. I would like to put it on TV. For you to also, see some light and see some. And I was doing everything possible, not because maybe I felt like, menya for subi. You understand? So the kind of heart that you have, one thing you should understand is that people do not have that heart. So when somebody makes it out there, the person is indirectly bitter. The reason why people, it's unfortunate that you've been caught in this web. I understand you perfectly. The kind of heart you have, the kind of sacrifices you have done, they haven't done a quota. The support your own, you do it. You preach it, you act it. So when you hear such things, you definitely feel the pain. But others do not do it. So when people get there, they find it very difficult to, play that loyal card. Me. There is a boy that we are trying to project from our town. His name is Roy X Taylor, Ebo Taylor's son. Now he put our staffs, we live in a town that has over like, let's say more than 10,000 young people. But his song that even got nationwide attention has only 15,000 views. You understand? So I feel like you've been caught in this web because you feel that you are loyal to your people, so you expect that from them.
That is it. Actually, that is it.
Yes. So you've been misunderstood. Yes. But what I'm also trying to guide you on that is that sometimes do not feel that what you do for people, others also do for them. There are artists in Takrady that I took their videos, did a breakdown on. The song started gaining attention because I feel like I'm a fancy brother, so I can explain their lyrics very well than somebody in Accra who doesn't even understand fancy. The person doesn't understand bula, onyim bula na adeben, so onyim power cran, eka bula onyim na azeben. So when you mention bula in your song, I can understand it and interpret it well. Now these people, when they come to Accra to do interviews, they don't even consider me as an important or somebody that could also help elevate or move them to the next level. But always, you know what, we kickstart them, we start them. And when they get there, they feel like there are bigger people. I'll give you a critical example. There was a lady that I saw online, about 17-year-old girl. She was pregnant. And she had twins on the first time, and she had second twins. So she's just 17 years, and she has 4 kids, living in bad condition. I don't know if you ever came across that story on the internet.
Yeah, I published. Is it not the one that
Yes,
has this
yes, yes,
point on social media?
yes, yes,
Um, some diaries. There's
yes,
a page
yes.
called, yeah,
Now
yeah.
let me give you a scenario. How would you feel when you see something in Takoradi, Goshes, and you realize that you can also contribute to bring people's attention to it for help? You go there, whatever is in your pocket, like let's say you are in Takoradi, you heard the news. Once you heard the news, now you rush to the scene. Whatever you had in your pocket, you got some items for the lady. Now you did a video, you interviewed the person, you put it out, a lot of people gain attention to it, and then donations started coming in. Now big people, richer people than me came into the picture. Now after the whole thing was done, there was a documentary being done to talk about those who contributed or those who helped the lady to get to the next level. Now they included people that they feel that gave bigger money or gave bigger things. And they took me out. In fact, I was the first person to talk to them. You understand? So it
I
is
saw that.
just as it is. People
Let me
that
come
we
in.
are with them until you are everywhere, no, they would never see your use. You were saying something.
I saw that post. I saw that post on your timeline, and then I reposted it on my page, and then I gave the clue that I saw the post over here. Me, here is where I saw it. I saw it
Yeah,
on your platform. I gave the
yeah.
credit to you, and I saw comments coming, and then they were saying that who is that guy? Who is that guy you giving? He's not the one. He's not the one. It's these guys who found her. It's these guys who found her. I said I don't care. I don't care about that. I
You
don't see it
see?
on their platform. Here's where I saw it.
You see?
Here's
Where
where I
I
saw it.
saw it, I realized, okay, these are my boys in the hood. They are not more into video stuff. So I went there. They were part of the production that I did. I actually spoke to them. In my captions, they were named, like their names were highlighted in there. You understand? I gave professional advices on how to handle such issues because I wasn't ready to involve myself into any monetary thing because I'm a very busy person. You understand? And then when credit was given, you went to give like one friend a pampers, 1 pack, and a obo kakra. Somebody came to give fridge and then fad and drinks and all that. One galat will cry. They will mention the name of the person that came to do all those things, but forgetting that sometimes the person that's helped in the beginning of the thing is actually the starter or like somebody who drives or who helped these things, go far. I was receiving, do you know that when you posted it, people from Ivory Coast also picked it up from your platform? I have screenshots, I have videos of that, and then the caption and everything was in French. It was viral, it was going viral in Ivory Coast. That is what people normally do forget. I posted it, you posted it because you know me, and somebody also picked that from your platform. So what I'm saying is that sometimes some of the things that we do, others won't do it for us. So do not be surprised when people quote figures like that. Probably he feels that Takoradi people haven't shown him that love. Forget about the fact that he represented Western region, but maybe he feels like Western region hasn't shown him enough love for him to give them a free show or even take, how do you call, 5,000 or something, or, you know. Yeah, I had people, I mean, I am a DJ, I'm in the music scene and all that. I know very, very, very big brands that do shows for free. Last year, we did a show with Sarkodie in Saltspur. It was last 2 years, yes. A day show on a park. And he took nothing from the organizer. You know why? The organizer, his name is called Kosa Brown. He was the first person that produced or helped produce Sarkodie's Boga Boga album. It was through that person that Sarkodie had his DJ Mensa. You understand? So no matter how Sarkodie is expensive or the heights that Sarkodie has gotten to, once it is something to support Kosa Brown's agenda, Sarkodie wouldn't go in there and mention a figure to Kosa Brown because he feels that he's contributed a lot to his craft. You understand? But then people felt like, okay, Gosha's na because why bazaar motakra, I don't know when day. Yes, because they haven't seen what you have done for the region. So they will misinterpret it, throw jabs, say everything that they want to see. You understand? So the only advice that I can give you is that sometimes when you're making such statements, it's a general statement for the people. Don't use what you have done, or don't think of what you have done to make a general statement. If it was you, and what direct influence into Lasmid ne career, I support you 100%. Personally, I will come back and even blast him for telling you that he needs that amount. There are certain musicians in this country, if I call them for a show, they have no right to mention money. So like I was saying, not be everybody will go do that thing. So don't take that position. There's always people come at you.
But the bottom line for us over here is that now we know that, okay, the preaching
Support
that
your
we
own.
guys, yeah, support your own. Now it is like nobody can now confidently come and say it publicly that people should support their own. No.
Bro, let me tell
say
you for a fact, that word doesn't even work when it comes to Ghana. People will say, support your own, support your own, support your own. Others, when they say support your own, it is when they are in need. Now, let me give you a very good example. Have you heard any artist that is having hits back to back, trending up to back, coming out to say that, oh, this, support your own? It is when people are going through hard times that they complain too much. A Nigerian man once said that it is bad manners to talk when you are eating, which means when people are suffering, they will talk plenty. But once they make money, they shut up. The support your own doesn't work. It is business now. So in anything that you do right now, bro, there is nothing like Takrade. There's nothing like Western region. Sometimes your helper wouldn't come from your region. You understand? I will help you. I'm not from Takrade. You will help me. I'm not from Western region. It is because of the relationship and the vision and things that we have in common. So that support your own is a selfish statement people do when they want things for themselves. Once they are done, forget about it. So I would like to say sorry for all these insults that came back to you. Personally, on behalf of Goshes, I would want to tell people that if you don't know this man, you got to know him well. He's got a big heart. He He has bigger dreams. He has bigger vision for the Western region. And he means no harm. He was just surprised that if we are all building something, we should build it together with one support and one love. Brother, you wanted to say something. Say it and let's wrap it up.
I said all the comments that came, all the horrible comments, and of course were against what I said, and other people too were against Lasmid's pronunciation of that amount. But me, honestly, it doesn't even tickle me. Not even a bit, oh, not even a bit. It only opens my eye to the reality that now, just like you said, that statement is a selfish statement, and it is something that must be buried with immediate effect.
Yeah.
And it is buried. Because now I can hear Blogger Ali Hashim write posts on his blog that now, if he's to blog about any brand in Western region, he's not going to take anything less than 1,000 Ghana cedis. Now people are with their rate cards here in the region, in Itaquara, which I think is the best thing to do now. For all those insults that came, it never tickles me, not even one bit. But it has now opened my eyes to the fact that all these things we preach, it's just unrealistic. And now we all have bills to pay, and we must just open our eyes equally and do business. So I mean, that's the biggest thing I learned out of all these things. But for the insult and all those things that came, my back case.
Well, I mean, people like us that always play on this internet, we are always ready for such things, you know. You will always be misunderstood in one way or the other. People will come at you and, you know, blast you over certain things. But the reality is that we mean good, so we are always focused and we keep moving. So people, it's been me and Goshes here. Very, very influential person. He has a YouTube channel. What's the name of your channel now?
Goshes and Africa.
Goshes Online.
And then High School Africa.
Okay, so these are two separate channels, right?
Yeah, sure.
All right, so guys, kindly subscribe to the channel. This is Nsem Ghana. Yes, this is somebody that I call a brother because we started this journey together and we keep moving. So definitely win. But if we say things that you don't understand, come to us and ask for explanation. Because we can also speak our mind. We are not afraid of anybody. Not be anybody where they buy anybody data. Charlie, thanks for your time. Thanks for talking to me and all that. I really appreciate. Definitely do this another time. Bless up. Well, people, it's been my name. Still remains DJ Parker Rich. I had this conversation with Goshes in Takrade. It was a great conversation. We'll definitely do this another time. Bye-bye.